Greetings to all of you. A warm welcome to all of you in this Christmas season. This is your Pastor Yeti. What can this be? Our readings for today are 1 John chapter 4 verse 11 to 18 and Mark chapter 6 the verses 45 to 52. About the fourth watch of the night, he came toward them walking on the sea. He got into the boat with them, and the wind died down. They were completely astounded. They had not understood the incident of the loaves. On the contrary, their hearts were hardened. Reflection. The picture of who Jesus is gets clearer, but not for the poor disciples. In the Old Testament, God is the only one who dominates the seas. Look up Psalm 107, verses 23 to 29. And here's Jesus walking on the waters of the Sea of Galilee in a storm and making the winds die down when he gets into the disciples' boat. But their hearts were hardened. Today, hardness unusually means lack of kindness or sympathy for others. But here the verse refers to another water story. Psalm 95 verse 8 warns us, "Do not harden your hearts as at Meribah, where God told Moses to strike the rock and bring forth water, because the people were convinced they died of thirst." Their hardness was stubborn refusal to imagine God could and would provide for their needs. In that sense, their hearts are a hardened imagination that will not envision any outcome except disaster. Despite past experience like the escape from Egypt through parted sea, the hardened heart rejects hope. The disciples fit this definition. They've just witnessed 5,000 people fed with 5 loaves and 2 fishes. The allusions to manna in the desert might have given them a hint about what kind of providential power Jesus commanded. But they haven't carried the lesson over. Facing death by drowning, they see Jesus walk up to them across the water and save their lives by calming the winds. In other gospel accounts, they wonder, what kind of man is this? The feeding of the crowd and the stilling of the storm could give them a hint. But they refuse to go there. They can't and won't imagine the most obvious answer. Our meditation. Advent, the season of hope, has flowed into Christmas, the season of hope fulfilled and extended into our own future. The question asked us now is, what do you say Jesus is? Will you carry the answers of the 2 seasons over into the present? How Christ has carried for you in the past? What situations make you fear divine providence will fail you now? Can you imagine Christ's alternatives? Pray with me, Lord Jesus. Open our eyes to your care for us, and grant us grace of hope, so that we may always trust in your power and your love for future guidance and protection. What situations make you fear divine providence will fail you now? Question. Peace be with you all, my dear ones. This is your Pastor Yeti. Bye.